Yeah, good morning, dear students. Today we shall discuss what are the effective strategies for speaking skill. How can we make our speaking effective by using some strategies? We shall discuss some strategies today. Okay, let me present my PPT. So, for effective speaking, there are 7 strategic C's that were given by the scholars, that were discussed by the scholars and propagated by the scholars. So they are courtesy, clarity, conciseness, concreteness, correctness, consideration, completeness. First one, courtesy. Second one, clarity. Third one, conciseness. And fourth one, concreteness. Fifth one, correctness. Sixth one, consideration. And seventh one, completeness. Let us discuss one by one. The first one is courtesy. The word courtesy suggests the speaker to be aware of the listener's or reader's feelings for creating harmonious understanding. The word courtesy suggests the speaker to be aware of the listener's or reader's feelings. Okay, we should be conscious of the feelings of the listener or reader so that we can create a harmonious understanding. Okay, this courtesy will suggest us. It is a sincere and genuine expression that stems out of the respect and care for others. While speaking something, you should consider, you should respect, you should take care of the audience, that is readers or listeners, right? It is a sincere and genuine expression that stems out of the respect. Okay, not for the namesake. Okay, we have to respect wholeheartedly. That is the important thing, dear students, right? For that, you can follow some tips. You can follow some tips. Be sincere. First one is be sincere and avoid anger or extreme rapture. Okay, generally it is said in Telugu, "Edi tegedaka lagpodu." Okay, so we should avoid anger or extreme rapture. Extreme rapture. Okay, we have to use positive words. While maintaining courtesy, we use positive words. We have to avoid negative words. Avoid all discriminating words. We have to avoid all discriminating words. Okay, in this way, we can maintain courtesy. Okay, in this way, we can maintain courtesy. Courtesy is not merely expressing perfunctorily the much used phrases thank you and please, but it is a sincere and genuine expression that stems out of the respect and care for others, right? That's why this is the courtesy. Second point, we can say next strategy, that is clarity. Okay, so when you choose simple, precise, familiar, right words and short sentences to express your ideas, you succeed in expressing your thoughts well. So we have to use such a simple, precise, familiar, right words and short sentences to express our ideas, right? So clear expression is a fine balance between familiar words and words that are precise. Okay, there should be fine balance. We should use precise in the sense exact word or apt word. Okay, we should use apt word. At the same time, we should check whether they are familiar words or not. Of course, we should not. We can't say that we should use only familiar words. At the same time, we can't say that we should use only precise words. Okay, here the point is that we have to make a fine balance. We have to maintain a fine balance between familiar words and words that are precise. This is clear expression. This is clear expression, right? So this strategy is clarity. Okay, so the clear expression is a fine balance between familiar words and words that are precise. So for making our message clear, that is clarity, we should choose simple, precise, familiar, right words, and short sentences to express our ideas. Okay, even our expression should not be too long. Our expressions should not be too long because the short expressions make more impressions. The short expressions can make more impressions, right? The third strategy is conciseness. Conciseness. What is conciseness? It is a prerequisite to effective communication. Okay, conciseness means conciseness implies that you use only relevant words and phrases. Conciseness implies that you use only relevant words and phrases. So this is a prerequisite to effective communication or to effective speaking. And conciseness is achieved by eliminating all redundant words. Redundant words. Okay, what are redundant words? Which are the words which have two meanings, or which may have more meanings, we can say. If there may be a bafflement if the words are redundant. Okay, here we have to make it very concise by eliminating all the redundant words so that we can give the apt and relevant words and phrases so that we can use relevant and apt words and phrases, we can say. This is conciseness. Okay, this is the third strategy. And the fourth strategy is concreteness. Concreteness. Okay, clarity and conciseness come with the use of concrete words. Okay, what are the concrete words? Use of figures, facts, names, examples, and vivid nouns add a special touch to expressions. Okay, so concreteness is using the right words and proper words which are concrete. Okay, our expression should be concrete. That means that it should not be imaginary. Okay, it should not be bafflement. There should be a concrete idea or a solid idea, we can say. Okay, so generally this clarity and conciseness come with the use of concrete words. So we have to use the concrete words in our expressions, in our speaking process. So clarity and conciseness come with the use of concrete words. Okay, then use of figures, that means figures of speech, and even use of some figures, that means some facts and names, examples, and vivid nouns add a special touch to the expressions. Add a special touch. Okay, so these use of figures, facts, names, examples, and vivid nouns add a special touch to the expressions. So surely they may be ornamental. They may be ornamental. Using figures is ornamental. Giving facts is conciseness. Giving good names, using good names, examples, and vivid nouns surely add a special touch to the expression. No doubt at all. This is a fourth strategy. And this turns. Next one is correctness. Correctness. This correctness is important. Okay, when you use a particular grammatical word, a particular grammar point, when you express a particular idea with a proper grammar point, then it will be good. It will be correct. Okay, so when for making communication or for making communication successful, here communication in the sense for making speaking successful, we can substitute. For making speaking successful, we have to use correct grammar. We have to use correct grammar. If the grammar is not used correctly, then there may be some problem. Okay, there may be bafflement. There may be a chance for misunderstanding. Okay, for example, if you say Ravana killed Rama, okay, if the listener is not aware of the story of Ramayana, he may misunderstand that finally Ravana killed Rama. Ravana killed Rama. That's why when we use that expression, we should make it clear who killed whom by saying Ravana was killed. Ravana was killed by Rama. Or we should use Rama killed Ravana. Okay, so by using such correct grammatical expressions, we can make our expression correct. We can make our message correct. Okay, by speaking something. Okay, we have to use correct grammar and appropriate words and a proper composition of message. Even the composition should be proper. Even the composition should be proper. Right? So this usage determines the correctness of communication. This usage determines the correctness of communication. That's why correctness is important one. Correctness is important one, right? And then consideration. Next strategy is consideration. Students, it implies that the sender of the message gives due importance to the receiver and composes the message keeping in mind various factors like price, delivery date, specification, and other benefits from the receiver's side. Okay, the sender of the message should give due importance to the receiver. The sender of the message should give due importance to the receiver. So, consideration. The speaker should consider the audience. The speaker or the sender should consider the receiver or the listener so that the message may be sent properly, so that the message may be received properly. So, while composing the message, the speaker should keep in mind various facts. While composing the message, the speaker should keep in mind various factors relevant to the listener or relevant to the receiver of our message. So this kind of a thoughtful approach to communication is also termed as you attitude. This kind of a thoughtful approach to communication is also termed as you attitude. Okay, so this is sixth strategy. So next point, next strategy is completeness. Completeness. Yes, students. The completeness provides all necessary information, including some extra information. Completeness should include all the necessary information. As a speaker, if you give all the necessary information, even providing some extra information which may be helpful to understand this information, then we can say it is completeness. Then we can say it is completeness. It means how the matter has been put across to the receiver of the message. It means how the message has been put across to the receiver of the message. To the receiver of the message. Okay, so completeness does not only mean providing all the necessary information. It should include something extra. Something extra. That's why the substance and the style of the message must go hand in hand. The substance and the style of the message must go hand in hand. These are 7 strategic C's for making our speech effective, right? So, dear students, okay, try to read again, try to watch this video again so that you can understand properly. With this, I would like to conclude this strategies for effective speaking skill. Strategies for effective speaking skill, right?